everybody, it is Hill Troll here from the Livewire crew, joined by Heart on ORW. You can speak.
And I can run really fast.
Yeah, so why is that?
What I have on is called the Quantum suit, and what's really special about these is that the leggings, they make you run really fast.
And what mod is that from?
Industrial Craft 2.
And the reason we just did that pointless little exchange is we're doing an IC2 Spotlight.
Yay.
As you can probably see from all the various machines around, we have a wide variety of stuff you can do with the mod. And this probably won't even cover all of it. And by probably, it won't cover everything.
Hey, so should we get started on power generation?
Yep. So there's a couple basic types of power generation. Your first is your solar panel here, and we have it up to a bat box. A bat box is the lowest tier of energy storage. Here we have a water mill, also into a bat box, and here's some cable, some low ultra uninsulated cable that will transfer power. Now this will
very important.
Now you could either surround it in water like we have here, or if you put a water bucket in here, it will generate more power than if it were just in the water. So next, way up here, we have the windmill. Windmill, the higher up it goes, the more energy it will produce into a bat box. And here is kind of the really basic one. It's a generator. You take coal and you put it in this bottom slot, and it'll produce energy. Then there's the geothermal generator, which, as the name suggests, lava in there produces power. And Adam, is it just me, or am I really echoey?
Yeah, it's really echoey.
Yeah, I noticed. So, sorry about that, YouTube. Nothing we can do. So here's the machines. Adam, you want to take that?
The machines, yeah. So
start here.
The first one right over here.
Start here.
This one right here. Oh, over there. All right. This is called the electric furnace, and if you look inside, we have overclockers, and then we have transformer upgrades. Now, what the overclockers do is that they will, if you do want to look inside, if you didn't have any overclockers in, it would start cooking it up reasonably fast. But if you put the overclockers in, which like this, it'll go much faster. And the transformer upgrade, basically, we'll get to that in a bit later, because it has to do with more of like how you store power. With the bat boxes, you can have Lapotron crystals,
let's put one in.
Batteries, MFSUs, and then MFEs. MFSUs are the top tier, and they output a lot of energy.
512 EU a tick. A tick is 1/20th of a second.
And that is very
This is considered
very fast.
This is considered high voltage. This is considered high voltage current. Extreme current voltage would come out of something like this, a nuclear reactor. Sometimes.
All right, and then and the reason why you need overclocker, not the overclocks, the transformer upgrades, is because if you were to output an MFSU into a regular machine like an electric furnace, a macerator, or
it go boom.
It will go boom. But if you have the transformer upgrades, they'll run just fine.
And then this one here.
It's the induction furnace, and it does the same thing as an electric furnace, except that you can put 2 items in it, and it will generate heat. And if you have the more heat you have, the faster it goes.
If you put a lever on it, it'll draw 1 EU a tick, but it will heat up to its max speed and go really fast, a lot faster than this without overclockers. And it cooks you can cook 2 ores at once. So let's say if I were to get gold, you could put the gold in there, and etc.
Alright.
Now this one.
Alright, so when you're going mining and stuff, and you get like a bunch of iron ore and stuff, and you mine it up and stuff, fun stuff like that, you want to put it in a macerator first. And what this will do is that it'll give you 2 dust. So if this were to go, if there were overclockers, hold on, let me get some. Is if you
Put the overclockers in.
all right, so it'll transform ore into
dust.
2 dust. And if you cook 2 dust, they'll give you each dust will give you a ingot of that special type.
So it's a way to effectively double your ores. Now, if you were to put this in a rotary macerator, it goes faster. Goes faster, and you can put an entire stack in at a time.
Oh, and the cool thing with the rotary macerators too is that if you had a battery upgrade, I think the rounds per minute that it would macerate the things would go higher. So I think if you have more upgrades, I think it's like battery upgrades, right? Upgrades. Hold on, let me just find some
Energy.
upgrades.
You mean the energy storage upgrade?
Yeah. So like, if I put that in, it's either that or an overclocker.
I don't know if you can overclock.
Yeah, see, with an overclocker, the rounds per minute will go up higher and higher every single time.
It's rotations, not rounds.
Yeah, well, same concept.
I'm being douchey. Now we have the extractor.
And before you do anything, in industrial craft, you need to find like a rubber tree, and that'll have rubber on it. Just like give yourself some bone meal and stuff, and
It'll look something like this if I can get a piece of dirt.
just go over and find find a piece of dirt.
No, I'll give it to myself. So that's a sapling, and it'll grow into a tree. Will look like this. They're iconic because they have a spout off the top. And is this a bad one that doesn't have any spigots?
Yeah, it's a bad one. Just do another one.
Okay, there's okay, there. You're looking for things like this. You're gonna take a tree tap or an electronic tree tap, doesn't matter. And you right click and you get sticky resin.
And what you do with that is you put it in you would put it in a furnace first because you wouldn't have an extractor.
But when you get an extractor,
well, once you get an extractor, if you put it in a furnace, you'll get 1 rubber. And rubber is used to make copper cables, which are used to make.
But an extractor will get you 3 rubber,
which is a lot more yieldage, and then you won't have to go out and waste your time on getting resin.
And now the last real thing is the compressor. So what you really get it for is these things called mixed metal ingots or carbon plates.
Advanced alloy, right? Or
these carbon you put these raw carbon meshes in here, and they will compress.
I'm sorry, I'm having too much fun with this too.
Anybody go up to Adventure Maps, or are you still playing that game?
No, right now we're in the middle of a mod spotlight, Colin, so shush.
What spot?
I see 2 mod spotlight,
Oh, alright.
so shush.
Nope.
So that's Colin likes guns, except
He's not on. He's also being annoying.
Yeah,
Alright, so here is a hastily put together nuclear reactor. There's a lot that goes into it, but basically the idea is to get rid of as much heat as possible to make it not go boom. So if you give it a redstone engine thing, it'll start to run, filling up an MFSU, which is going through the medium voltage transformer into an MFE, into a low voltage transformer, into a back box. And I'm actually gonna shut this down because this is my own thing, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna blow up in a minute.
Can I see?
It's probably gonna blow up if you want to take a look at it.
So I really shouldn't not. Do you have coolant cells in there?
No, you don't need coolant cells. That's what these things are for.
Oh yeah, but so with it, what should happen is that the heat should be dispersed around
Through everything.
You should be getting. You should be your. It's really hard to explain. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna sound stupid.
I can't even explain it. It's really complex mathematical system of pain.
But basically, you want your coolant system to
disperse all over the reactor and make it so the heat goes 0.
And while it doesn't you want the it's the coolant to go up while your heat is going down. So what that basically means is that
Adam, this is working.
it is actually.
No, I have a thermometer in my hand, and it's not going up.
That's good.
So
All right, so this.
pay attention, guys. This works.
This gives a lot of power, and usually you need transformers to put it into a bat box.
If you want to put it into a bat box, I recommend going to an MFSU.
Yeah, which are better. And what we have right next to the MFSU is a teleporter. Now, Justin, can you please go over here?
I believe it is possible. I'm gonna leave that running because I'm happy. So you have to have an MFSU, and this is a teleporter. So Adam, would you flip that lever for me?
Right here is a frequency transmitter, and you would have to have it link to another one. So what you do is you just right-click on one teleporter and right-click on another, and they'd be linked. So
Now, do you want to flip that lever for me?
I would love to.
Now I'm over here. Now there's a zombie over here. Can you flip that lever, turn it off, Adam?
Yeah.
And now, boop, I'm over here.
Yep.
It's fun. And if I were to jump up to here again, it'd pull me back over here, so.
Yeah, so that's what teleporters do, and they do suck up more energy the further away they are, and the more items you have in your inventory.
Wait, is that an ultimate? That's an advanced laptop.
All right.
I'm just gonna put that in there. Just start charging a little bit. That's about a lot of energy, about 1 million.
So what we have here is we have a electrolyzer, and these will only work when it's when you have 75% or more power in power filled, and once it's 75% full, it'll start electrolyzing water cells, which can be used for a whole bunch of stuff. They're basically batteries that are water.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get one.
Interesting fact, since I did a little bit of research on that. When you discharge an electrically charged water cell, you lose a small amount of power than what you put into it. Just saying.
It's true.
Yep.
It's very true.
Yeah, so basically, it's a way you put it next to your machine, your electrolyzer, and it'll let you. 1 second. Let me just. I need a wrench. A wrench is how you would either remove a sheen or to change it, so I'm going to do this. And now it's actually facing towards the electrolyzer. And as you can see, it's starting to turn water cells into electrolyzed water cells. And this way you can theoretically increase the holding capacity of a storage unit.
All right. Yeah. So, moving on, I guess.
Moving on to this.
No, over here.
Oh, we're gonna go here now. I thought we were gonna wait until we get rid of the machines first.
All right, that works for me.
All right.
These are
Over here we have a recycler and a mass fabricator. Mass fabricator is how you make the armor that Adam is running away with. So let's say you had cobble, and you grab a stack of it. You'd put it in this recycler here.
And we turn it into scrap. And scrap can be used to make just about nothing. Just about nothing, actually.
Well, you can make scrap boxes with it.
And scrap boxes can give you more items, but alone, scrap will not do you very good. It only has 2 uses, basically.
But one use is very useful. Now, this is a mass fabricator. A redstone engine will turn it off, but if you can just have it, linked to power, and it'll slowly produce UU matter. But if you take a scrap and you put it here, it makes it go much faster. So if I get a bunch of scrap, like a stack, put it in here, it'll more quickly go up, and it drains a ton of power, by the way, until you get.
Not just drains power though. I think it's slightly more efficient if you do that.
Oh yeah, but it still drains a ton, and then you get a UU matter, and then a scrap box. If I just get one, you right click it, and it'll just start dropping random stuff on the ground, like really random stuff. Oh, there's a gold helmet. But you get the point.
It will not drop every item. It just drops a huge range of them.
Yeah, you can get diamonds from it every once in a while.
With UU matter, what you can do is that basically is the same use as a scrap box, except you can use a crafting recipe to make it into things.
Yep. So, and then there's one more machine that, Adam, do you want to get out of creative mode and take off all your armor for?
I'll take off half of my armor. How about that?
Fine. Alright, this one here is one of my favorite, MFE, by the way.
Hold on, let me get some food.
This is a Tesla coil, you may have heard of it. Invented by a guy named Nikola Tesla. But he gave himself a cake, apparently.
That
Alright,
was very tasty.
so if I right-click this lever, which will turn it on,
Ah,
it'll start damaging Adam. and it
that
drains
damages
power.
me a lot.
It does.
It really does. With no armor on, the reason why I didn't want to have any,
You're dead instantly. End of story. Goodbye.
yeah, and that's not fun.
So, Adam, do you want to explain this stuff here?
All right. So this, what I was so anxious to get to, these are very special substances. This is glass right here, and it is an explosion proof. And so is this. So, right, if you Justin, would you like to show the people that there's TNT in there?
I would. So,
And
TNT.
If I get a lever,
oh no, I got a redstone torch already.
all right. Well,
And if you
then
set it off, and we, just back up a little bit, it'll explode in a second. And it
And-
destroyed everything underneath. But this reinforced stone is completely fine.
so it's really good if you have like nuclear reactors.
Yes, you'd normally put it around nuclear reactors, and there's reinforced doors too.
And so, are we on to miscellaneous junk now?
Yeah, just, quick little thing on
Yes.
misc junk.
All right. So,
Then we get to the
as you
season
can see, I have
finale.
tons of armor, and it is very, very fun to
That
use.
is a gravity suit. That's not IC2.
Gravity suit. All right, I'll go
That's
with
not
that.
IC2. That's gravity suit.
So, this right here, this is a Lapachon crystal.
Ooh, shiny.
Ooh, and this is basically a way of storing power, as you may have heard. And then there's this item, right here.
What's
And
that
that-
one? What's that crystal? Is that an electron
That's
crystal?
the energy crystal. It's the same concept. It uses the same concept, except it's like worse in a way. I think it's worse, right?
Yeah, it is. Okay, then what about this one?
That is a battery. This is the lowest tier battery, and it'll hold, I think, like
10,000 EU.
1,000? Yeah. And stuff like that. It's basically used when you're starting off. You get them, you use them to make battery boxes and all of those nice stuff. But what I wanted to show you is this drill, and what this drill does is that it's a diamond drill, and what it'll do is it'll mine stuff really quickly. Whee! And I can dig a hole. I can dig yourself into a hole.
He can bury me.
Yep.
It's really funny to troll your friends with it. Like, when they're not there, you just start digging them into a hole. They've done it to me like 4 times already.
And what else is really cool about this is that it will never break. It's the charge value. It has a charge value, so if you put it in a bat box or an MFE or something like that, it'll charge. It'll charge up, and then the durability would go up, if you would like to call it that, and you can use it again.
Okay, then what is this thing? Ready? Boof. That thing. What's that?
Right there, it'll extend a backpack is a very, very interesting thing. It'll charge your items for you.
That one's a lap pack.
It'll charge the items for you. So if I were to use this, it would use the durability or the things from the lap pack instead, and it would recharge the drill. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yep, it just recharged the drill, and now my lap pack is doing that. And what else is really cool is if I get myself a helmet, and you'll see that this is a very, very special type of helmet, is that it's a
Ow.
solar helmet. So now whenever it's daytime out, it'll give myself a very, very slow increase of
Oh, the solar helmet.
solar energy, and it'll recharge my lap pack and recharge my drill.
I need rubber boots. Because I got a jetpack.
Jetpacks are basically a really easy way of flying. There's hover mode, there's fly straight up mode, and yeah. They're basically if you want to fly, and they don't really cost that much.
Nope. Couple of stuffs. That's a cake. That's not IC2.
I know, I'm just hungry.
That's what creative mode's for.
And then, what is really, really fun, if we go to nighttime, I think Justin knows what I'm going to use. Oh, and I glow in the night.
Oh yeah, that's perk of quantum armor.
Is that you are your own light source. So if I spawn in a zombie, it'll start chasing me. And what I have in my hand, if you
Ooh, the
can see,
nano saber.
it's a nano saber, and actually, it usually kills mobs in 1 or 2 hits.
Hey Adam, can you spawn me as a zombie? I got a chainsaw.
Chainsaws can actually, if you believe it or not, shear sheep.
Yeah, but they're also like a sword. They're like the sword version of a drill. It's also about 2 hits, and it's also a chainsaw. So Adam, I think we're about ready for the finale of this. If you want to lead them over here.
Hold on, I'm just gonna fight off what I can right now.
Nuke in the hole!
Alright, this is gonna be a really big explosion, so I need to run away.
Nuke in the hole! Yeah, imagine everything there go bye-bye. It takes a really long time, so you have enough time to get away. And then it just sort of disappears along with everything else in the area. But yet a reinforced stone is still there! Yeah, so this has been our IC2 Spotlight from the Livewire crew. Hope you like, enjoy, subscribe, have a friend, make a friend, do new things.
And I'm gonna start mining down until I find lava.
Okay, so take it easy, and ciao.